Water, chaps, here we are again, and I'm just trying to look at some of the things that, what your enemy will do to try and trip you up, to try and defeat you by subterfuge, and nasty little tricks like that, not like we would do. So, we have a look now at this sort of thing that we looked at in the last video, but what, I say? What if they slip in a couple of double bonds just to trip you up? What if they do that? That would be disastrous, you would think, but no, there are ways of thinking about that, and let's do that right now. So, let's slip in a little double bond when they're not expecting it. There it is. Now, it's no longer an alkene. Whoa, it is an alkene. Nearly tricked you then. It's no longer an alkane, is it? No. Let's have a look how we'd name this little fellow here. So, it goes once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just as you'd expect, but splendid. It's now an alkene. And so we call it, well, what do we call it? We call it hep. And we call it t, because it's heptene, it's 7, and then we've got the ene. But you will notice that I've left a small gap there. And the reason I've left the small gap there is because we want to see which is the carbon that the double bond is attached to. We take the smallest number of the carbon, which is not 3, it is 2. Remember that? Indeed, it is 2. And so now let's have a look at the rest of what we've got here. Remember the naming for the methyl group and the ethyl group here. And it becomes just like the video before. It is, let me see, 3 methyl and yes, attached to the 5th, here it is, the ethyl group sticking off to the side. And it's 5 ethyl. Oops. There we go. So it's not as difficult as it first looks. So let's now try to trip you up with a completely different molecule that I will draw just by making it up out of my head. And we'll try and make it very, very nasty. Splendid! Spiffing. Marvellous. Terribly good. So, let's have a look. Let's do this. Aha. So you think it's pentane, don't you? You think it's pentane, huh? Really? Is it? Is it really pentane? I don't know if it is pentane, do you? No, I don't. So, let's have a look at this. Oh, my goodness. So, well, here we go. Oh, let's put in a triple bond here. Okay. Marvellous. So the first thing we do is find the longest chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bob's your uncle, isn't it? No, he's not. Bob is not my uncle. I only have an Uncle Trevor and an Uncle Marmaduke. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right turn. 5, 6, 7. Heptane again, is it? No, it is not. 7, 8, 9. It's nonane. But it's not nonane, is it? It's non-ine. Notice once again, I've put a little gap there because to which carbon atom is the triple bond attached? It's not 3, it's the smallest number, it's 2. There we go. Now let's have a look at the functional groups, the alkyl groups that are attached to it. To carbon 4, what have we got? We've got 1. There we go. 4 methyl. Or methyl if you come from that part of the world. And then let's have a look what happens here. We get 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, there's a 6. And a methyl group is attached to that. We've got 2 methyl groups. But we don't just call it this. We simplify it. We simplify it by calling it dimethyl or dimethyl. But we have to say again which carbon atoms those methyl groups are attached to. So let's have a look. 4 and 6. So it's 4, 6, dimethyl, non-2-ine. Bob's your uncle. Simple as that. And as soon as you take off, don't get shot down by the enemy. Be prepared. Spiffing, tally-ho!